And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Play action. Haskins. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball at the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
On play action, Haskins. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jabal Sheard able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11. A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Check out. 1, 2, 3. Check. 45. Monday.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Luck. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man. Complete. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
Check out.
On the draw, Luck's going to give this to Mack. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Peyton Barber, a surprise workhorse for the Buccaneers in 2018. I don't think they expected him to have 234 carries, but he certainly felt like he could carry the load and just carried it there for a nice gain.
On 2nd down now. It's Grant. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
They go play action here on 1st down. And a catch right side by Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go now. Hey, come on. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Check. 45 to mine.
Now Haskins to throw it. Throw left side complete to Isabella. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they go to work on a first and goal. Throwing again, here's Haskins. He's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On third down, Grant. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Corey Grant with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A shotgun snap for Love. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Buccaneers have it. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook has an...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Locke. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Locke. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. On 2nd down, it's Grant, and he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go. Watch the run. Watch the run.
He's got Evans. The 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, I'm coming.
Now Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
3rd and long. It's Locke. And he's got his man Hilton. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air again, Locke. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more there and another first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. This will be from 56 yards out. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Hey, dude.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Luck able to get this one to Mack. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Luck. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35.
First down, Colts.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got it. 12.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Watch the pass. Here we go. 11. Ready.
Out of the gun, Luck. It's caught by Funchess. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16.
A gain of 12.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
12.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
22-yard line.
I'm going back to you. Mexico. Rush in. Jim.
They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
12. 55. Mike 5. 12.
From the gun, here's Luck. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Mack. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They come out here in the I. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Check three.
Here's Hines on a toss play, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Check.
Back to throw. Locke able to get away. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth.
Let's go.
They will run with Grant. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on second and 13, Haskins, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Haskins. And he'll be brought Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Andrew Luck, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago when he was comeback player of the year, and he needs another one right now if he wants a Colts victory. They go right back to Mack. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now it's Luck off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jason Pierre-Paul make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant. Darius Leonard, last year's leading tackler as a rookie in the NFL, in on the stop.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Check 53. Watch a slant.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 42 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That ball complete to Isabella. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
give running right, Barber. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now it's Haskins, and this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. They do tack on the extra point as well, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Colts 16. Matt Bryant set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a give, right side. Grant. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They go back to Grant. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Grant. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
At the 40-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee.